People are still having trouble with the idea of independent versus not independent, independent versus association in chapter 1. So I've decided to display the idea of independence with a two-way table. Consider this. A survey is conducted, 200 girls are stared at and 40 boys are stared at, and people see whether their ears are pierced or not pierced. Now, in our world, there is an association between gender and whether your ears are pierced. It is more common for girls to get their ears pierced. And that means those two things are not independent. What I have here is what it would look like if those things were actually independent. Yes, perhaps more girls were surveyed than boys, but if I tell you that somebody who just met as a boy, and from this group of people, let's say this group of people was everybody in the rowing club. So there are 40 boys and 200 girls in the rowing club, and everybody looks at their ears, and these are the numbers we get for how many of them are pierced. In this club, your ear status is independent of your gender. If I told you, so I'm talking about one of the, I'm going to pick one of the boys in the rowers club. What is the chance that their ears are pierced? Well, 10 out of 40, 25%. On the other hand, what's the chance that a randomly picked girl from the club would have pierced ears? 50 out of 200. Same thing, 25%. So knowing what gender somebody is doesn't make them more likely or less likely to have pierced ears. If I tell you that somebody has pierced ears, you're not like, you aren't any more sure, like the chance of them being a girl is 50 out of 60, but you were just as sure, they were just as likely to be a girl even if you didn't know they had pierced ears, 200 out of 240. So that's what independence looks like in a two-way table, where the proportions of girls who have pierced ears is the same as the proportion of boys who have pierced ears, where the proportion of people with pierced ears who are boys is the same as proportion of unpierced ears who are boys. So that's what independence looks like.